Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New project behind us. It's mostly built now. This is my duct tape drags truck, and I'm going to take you guys on an adventure of building an OBS in 2 weeks to take the duct tape drags. Let's get started. What we got here is a 1988 Chevy that I'm going to take the duct tape drags. Well, it's got some damage, and it's missing a lot of parts. The engine's locked up, the transmission's full of water. No hood, lots of missing parts. But I think we can make this happen. First, I need to get it off the trailer and see what we're working with, but gotta get this flat tire fixed. You know, I'm not sure how crap like this happens, but my strap is stuck wedged against the tire and it's underneath the leaf spring. So now I'm going to have to loosen this ratchet strap some and let my winch back off. Now hopefully I can flip that over and release it. There we go. Now I just needed to do that so I could jack it up and get that tire off. Oh, I managed to get that twisted up American Racer dirt track tire back on it. Now just need to move the little opal, put this truck in the driveway. After cleaning all the trash out of the bed, it's actually got a pretty nice bed, no rust. I figured under all that wood and stuff, which is no more, there would be rust. But you can see somebody tried to put in a patch panel. I'll finish welding that in and stuff. The interior's, it's dirty, but it's not bad. The dash is nice, the seat's nice. I think the carpet will even clean up. Just like got a dent there and a dent there, but somebody already did cab corners and rocker panels and did a decent job. Definitely better than the OB mess. So by far this is the worst part of this truck. You can see it's bad, but I think I can fix it. Alright, so this thing is bent in. You can see it when I close the door. It's hitting right there. So I need to pull this. I need to pull this back. So what I'm thinking is ratchet strap around the pin, see if I can pull it back. We're gonna try it. Okay, let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Oh, hey, looky there. We did something. The door shut. Not all the way, but it shut. That's what's bothering me, is this gap right up here. I feel like that whole cab corner is just pushed in. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm just gonna cut this cab corner right here. It's junk anyway, so. Pop that piece out now. Alright, there's that. Get a block or something, put against it, and try to beat that way. Okay, got us a block cut. say that's a step in the right direction anyway. And before I get the comments, man, I can't believe you ain't doing that right. Dude, this truck was in a freaking field and it was getting ready to get crushed, so I'm kind of sort of saving it. And it wants to be a racetrack. It really does. And I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking, it don't even run. Why are you messing with this? Because I want to make sure that it's going to be able to be fixed before I even waste my time trying to get it running. Because if I can't get the cab straightened out, the door to shut, then there's really no point in going any further with it, right? Probably going to ruin my hammer here. That's okay though. Got the old door off. I pulled the fender off, make that easier. Working on this this mess a little bit. Got the bed off. Just messing with it. Got the new to me door, so I went ahead and spray bombed it. Got a little dirt in it, looks like, don't matter. Black, that way when you open the door it's not blue. But yeah, I get this door put back on so I can line up that body line. Yeah, a smart man would have came in here, found a donor truck and cut this out, but I never claimed to be a smart man, so this is what we're doing. Well, I went from I'm not doing any body work to I have the right parts to do this freaking right, so let's do it right. Now there is some rust down here that I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see. So if you buy this truck later, I'm sorry, I'm not fixing that. Okay, well, this escalated way beyond what I had ever even thought I was gonna do. But I had the cab corner and rocker panel. There's no need in doing it. I'm not doing it 100% right, I guarantee you that much. If I was, I'd be cutting all this out. But what I am doing is making it so it's easier to go back and finish it later. So here we are. This is where we're at for the moment. Still have a lot to do. I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere, really. But I did get the fender on it. Put the grill in it. Make sure it was going to work with these headlights. Still need to pull the motor and transmission out. It is pretty much unbolted. Just got to pull it out. Gotta throw a couple jack stands under it. I got to get the exhaust taken off. Because on these trucks, if you try to pull it, if you just try to cut the exhaust and pull it with the Y pipe, you can't. It hits on the frame. You will fight it. I tried that twice now. So this was supposed to be the power plant. This is a 73 model 455 Buick. Unfortunately, it is rusted bad. The cylinders, I'll throw the video up of my bore scope on the cylinder walls. It is Loctite. It is rusty. It sat with water in it for a long time. Supposedly, anyway, it was in a barn. However, I think the roof must have leaked. Now, since this truck is lowered a bunch, I had to put a floor jack under it to lift it up enough to get my cherry picker under the control arms. Now is where we find out what we have not unhooked. And we will find shit that we ain't unhooked. And we will stretch the tensile strength of whatever we have not unhooked. Let's find out. This is really unfortunate that somebody let this engine full of water, because I think this is the only small block I've ever seen. I don't know how many miles on this truck, but there's no oil leaks on this thing. Like none. The engine's dry. Not even a rear main seal leak. What a shame. What a shame. All right, got the door on, the window track, everything put in. I don't know if it works. Hopefully it does, but we'll see. Door shuts and the body line is perfect. Not. Before I can put this fender back on, this is the provision for the clutch master. They are nice enough to ding all that, so I got to drill that out so I can hook up the clutch master and then cut that exhaust and stuff out. I might go ahead and paint it under the hood. I don't know, but here we go. Yeah, we got less than a month till duct tape drags, so yeah, feeling a little time crunched here. All right, let's see if we can do this. Well, it's through. Now I just gotta drill a bigger hole and see if that clutch rod thing will fit through there. So this has to fit through there. Like so. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay. I just need to drill those holes out so it can bolt in there and we are good to go. Definitely a step in the right direction. We're making progress. We got our automatic steering column out of the way. Gonna install our manual steering column. But while we got that out of the way, we're gonna go ahead and take care of the brake pedal. We gotta swap out the brake pedal for the one with the clutch pedal. So let's get that done. So I've decided, as you can see, this thing's nasty. The carpet's actually in good shape, but it's just dirty. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the carpet out of it, or pull the seat out of it so I can pull the carpet out of it. That'll give me better access to the change out to the clutch pedal anyway, so it's just something I need to do. Are you a 90s truck guy? And if you haven't had these are double blades. Now I know it sounds counterproductive to be taking more stuff off when I should be assembling this truck. However, this is something I just gotta do. I'll be honest with you, I gotta make sure there's no spiders in this thing. I'm driving this thing to Tucson, Arizona. And I swear to God, if a spider comes down from the headliner and like lands on me, I'm probably gonna die. We don't want that. I don't. All right, let's see if we can get this out of here and see what kind of surprises we find. Wow, that don't look bad at all. And it's got the mark out for the 5-speed already. So that's really good. That's what we wanted to see. All right, got the brake pedal switched out and got the clutch pedal sitting in there. I got to get the master cylinder bolted on now. That bracket goes through there, and then you got the two nuts on there. So as soon as I figure out what I did with that master cylinder, I can put it on. Okay, I found it. It was just hanging out in the trunk of my Porsche. Kind of a catch-all right now. We are making progress now. Making progress. That's better than not making progress, right? I think so. Alright, so the clutch master's in. I do need to find one more nut for that. And I got the wire harness hooked back up. So now I can put the manual steering column back in it, get all that tucked up, and now we're making progress. So got the dash pretty much put back together. Even has the factory AM/FM radio. Don't know if it works or not. Switched out the gauges for the one that did not have the park reverse neutral drive thing there. It's for the manual transmission. Unfortunately, it has 100,000 miles more than this truck had, but at this point, who gives a shit? Because this truck is not going to be original anyway. I got the old tank out. It's a good thing I did, because this was under the truck that you couldn't see. it is rusted out. So I guess we're gonna run a fuel cell and go from there. I gotta get this cab corner and rocker panel lined up. I gotta figure this out, see if I can get that somewhat lined up, tacked together. This is not a perfect repair. Not even a little bit. And not even right. Not even a little bit. Do I care? No. I'll fix it later when I get back from duct tape. Probably just gonna have to cut all this out, cut this out, and just go from there. But it'll get me to duct tape, and that's all I needed. All right, I went ahead and put the bed back on it because kind of ready. Still got to do the body work on it. I wish this side looked as good as the other side does. And that cab corner, that's less than ideal. But truck ain't looking too bad though. Man, a little cleaning on this carpet out of the OBS truck and it looks good. I cleaned up nice, so yeah, that's gonna look good in there. Now I just need to clean the seat. I was here working on my truck, minding my own business, and the city lady stops and starts harassing me about somebody is complaining about my driveway again. Well, folks, I thought this was America, where I pay my taxes on my property and can do what I want. I don't live in an HOA, and apparently Joplin is trying to make the whole city into an HOA, so they can kiss my ass. Now, I do have a driveway full of cars that don't run. Well, the Opal runs. You know, and the truck is taken apart. I understand that. But my yard don't look that bad. Hell, the neighbor's fence is falling down. But you know what? I don't care what they say. I'm going to keep doing what I want to do because this is my yard and I'll do what I want. Okay. So waiting on clutch, pressure plate and stuff. While we're waiting, we're gonna go ahead and put the interior back together. Need to cut the hole for the shifter. Luckily they have it marked out quite nice right there. Need to put the carpet back in it. You can see I cleaned the floorboards up and stuff. Running out of time. Just gotta keep moving. I'd rather be getting it running and driving, but it's not in the cards at the moment. So yeah, let's get this put back together. Well, finally figured out the Jenga that is the floor mat. So I got that put back in there. I cut a hole. I don't know if it's right. I just started cutting. We'll see. May have to cut more out. May have cut too much out. I don't know. But now we can throw the carpet back in it. Well, that was fun. You know, something that came out of there you would think would go right back in there, but it did not want to. But looks good though. A little bit of elbow grease. So it didn't have any speaker back here. Well, it had one, but not this one. I have these Crunch Audio. I had got them from my all-wheel drive truck and never put them in. I'm gonna go ahead and throw those in there while I got those pillar covers off. I got the interior somewhat put together. Did get the speakers in there. Got these pieces back in here. I'm gonna have to go to the pull it and find a kick panel, a few other little pieces, maybe this piece back here, I don't know. It's behind the seat. I'm not real worried about it. Got that done, so I'm getting something done, but definitely gonna have to pull the column apart, I think. So I put the bed back on it, but now I gotta pull it back off because I gotta make room for this Suburban tank. The other tank was junk, as you seen earlier in the video, had rust holes in it. And I'd rather have the tank back here anyway because I have some cool exhaust planned. So instead of using a fuel cell, I feel like this is more ideal. Okay, so now I don't know if that's going to fit because there's shock brackets in the way. If not, I'll put a fuel cell back here. Either way, I got to get this spare tire carrier out of the way. Then I got to build a brace back here to keep this from springing apart. I got this piece of angle iron. That should work. I will do that before I finish knocking all the bolts out of it, or the rivets out of it, I should say. Which, by the way, these things suck. That definitely freed up a lot of real estate. I'm going to get this exhaust hanger bracket out of here. Since the new exhaust won't be coming all the way back here, we won't need that. Little rusty factory exhaust out of the way. I guess I'll see if this fuel tank will fit in here. I'm not feeling not real feeling real confident. Well, the Suburban tank didn't fit. It stuck out like it would have been like right here, and we can't do that because if we get rear-ended or something, then well, we blow up. And I really don't want to blow up. It's not on my to-do list. So we will start assembling the engine and we will come back to the fuel system, I guess. Okay, this is the motor we're going to try to use. Buff gave this to me. It's a 5.3. Had water in it. I honed it out some. I mean, you can't really feel it, but you can see it. Had rust up here too, which I'm not really concerned about up there. It was more of that one. But we're going to pull the pistons out one at a time. No, we're not going to rebuild it. We are just going to pull them out one at a time, check bearings, make sure everything's good. Pull the cam out. I can't get some of the lifters out, so we're going to have to drive those out. I did take the heads up to the school where I work. I put them in the parts washer thing. I do got a couple studs to get out. The only reason I did that was because they was disgusting and I got to put valve springs in them. So what we have here, Richard Holdner sent me this cam. It's supposed to be for the Porsche, but we're going to use it in here. I don't think he'll mind. Basically, this is a Truck Norris cam. Works really well in the 5.3. Got matching valve springs from Brian Tula Racing. Got our Amazon head gasket set. And we have a junkyard Trailblazer SS or a new body style in NBS, whatever they call them. Intake. This does have the 50-pound flex fuel injectors. 92mm throttle body for it. I picked up a factory ECU from the junkyard. I do have a 6-liter I could throw in this thing, but I'm trying to get in the battle of the beaters. Plus, I'm running an NV3500 transmission. Not ideal, but it's what I got. Plus the gas mileage to go to Tucson, Arizona from Missouri. I'm trying to save some. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this 4.8 for my daughter's truck and put this 5.3 up on my engine stand so we can actually work on it. I got all the lifters pulled up, so I want to pull the cam out of it, check the block. One thing I am gonna do before I get real into anything is I'm gonna try to get that out, because if I can't get that out, then I do not need a water pump leak. Now we're going to use our OEM tools, balancer puller. I don't usually plug tools, but man, I love this thing. This has got to be the easiest one I've ever used. Try this again. Pull this off now. See how bad this timing chain looks. And we'll get the cam out and see what it looks like. We're not using it anyway. Hopefully the cam bearings are usable, because I don't have any and I don't want to buy any. Yeah, she's sloppy. Okay, now we're gonna have to pull that oil pan off. I forgot. Can't get to that holder without it. We'll flip it over and make a mess because I'm sure there's still oil in it. Well, I pulled the cam and stuff out of it. Cam actually looks good. Cam bearings aren't bad. And I did pull this one piston out of here. Luckily I have a box of 8 more, because that one had a stuck ring, so went ahead and pulled that one out, put a new one in. Probably gonna do the same with this one, just because. I might do all of them, I don't know. Got all the lifters out. Whew, about almost time to reassemble, I think. Okay, well, I cleaned out the lifter bores, chased the threads. Went in and put some WD-40 down in the cylinder walls. Kind of cleaned that up a little bit, cleaned up the valley. I couldn't get this bolt out. It's bad. It is on top. I'm gonna try to drill it and tap it. I don't know, we'll see. Got the cam in, got the lifters back in, timing chain on. I may order a timing chain, I don't know, that thing's a little sloppy, but we'll see. I gotta get an oil pump anyway, so I don't know. This thing, it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back with it, it seems, but we're getting there and we're gonna make it. That's what I do know. My gasket surface is all cleaned up. I use one of these. This is a little, they're actually plastic and they work really good and they don't get anything in your engine that's gonna hurt it. So that's what I use. But well, got the new BTR valve springs on that head. Getting ready to start on that one. I'm not videoing it. Nobody wants to watch me change valve springs. Anyway, it's killing me not painting this stuff, but it is what it is. Well, the heads are all torqued in. I even changed this timing chain. I found one just laying on the shelf. It's not new, but it sure don't have much use. I believe it came off of my Le Mans when I put a IWIS timing chain on it. So we are about ready to flip this thing over, put the oil pan on and stuff now. Right, got the new oil pump on. Got our pickup tube all cleaned out, ready to go. Make sure there's nothing in it. Now we just bolt the oil pan on and we are ready to hear this thing rumble, hopefully. All right, got it moved over to the engine run stand and I got it all together. And I was gonna run it, but my harness has EV1 style injectors and plugs, and my engine has EV6 style. So I had to order some adapters, but cranks over, it's got really good compression, so we'll go from there. And I fixed that. Not perfect, a little off, but it'll hold, I think. Okay, here we go. I got everything hooked up, except I can't get my push button to work for some reason. And I'm gonna have to ground the fuel pump. Here's to hoping like hell nothing explodes. Come on, baby. I don't know what's going on here. I guess my battery's dead. Try using this little jump box, see if it works. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with this thing. I just want it to run. I want it to run, have oil pressure, and not make any weird noises. Yeah. All right, that's pretty exciting. Had about 45 pounds of oil pressure, so it's good enough. We're gonna put it in the truck now. Got the new throwout bearing installed. Got our flywheel and pilot bearing installed. Got all the old gear oil drained out of the NV3500. Went ahead and remounted the shifter. I will have to take that off before I put it back in. I did get the new clutch yesterday. Went ahead and sprung for the stage 2 clutch. It looks nice, nothing else, I guess. But let's get it put on there.
Look who showed up and hijacked your whole build right now.
Yeah. I needed the help, man. I'm pretty helpless.
So we're going to jump in and actually get this engine and transmission into the truck so that he can get this thing running and driving, because that's the first part. Get the thing running and driving. And that way he can get all the way to Duct Tape Drags in Tucson, Arizona. He's definitely going to outrun me. I mean, it's like 400 horse and I've got like 180. Maybe.
Yeah, but you got like 2,000 pounds less, at least.
Yeah, but I'm going to have lawn chairs and stuff, so it'll be heavier.
Yeah. Well. All right, let's see if we can get this transmission.
You want me to lift or something?
Yeah, we're gonna need to lift the back up.
We're not there.
We're not in the pilot bearing yet. Can you hold it right there?
I can hold it right there.
Where the hell's my floor jack?
Manhandle it. Got this. There you go. Almost on the pin. There you go. This will be fun to take out at the track.
Dude, we're not taking it out of the track. Stop that.
Trust me, everything I did was like, how's this going to work when I take it out at the track? You're like really close. Okay, you're about to do it. Wiper motor. Stand by. No, I was even changing the boots. I'm glad I did.
Let me see if I can let it down some. Careful, Will. Oops, sorry. Alright, going down some.
We're almost. There we go. In the tunnel. Woo! Let me stand clear.
That's putting itself in.
Yeah. Gotta come down. That was good. I just go backwards. Push down on the transmission. Come on. Putting on the shifter.
I'd go down some more.
Like almost there.
A little more.
That was almost worse. There goes.
Part? Yes. So we're going to have to kind of set it down.
We're fairly clear. Yeah, it's almost on the mount. Ray's trying to wiggle that transmission mount in. We are real close to having it ready to go. Once he gets the transmission mount where it needs to be, or gives his clearance, could shove all this back, and these are adjustable, so we can put them wherever we need them. But for right now, if we literally go half an inch.
That's where it's going to be.
Right there?
Yeah. So now we slide the mounts. Where is it?
So just to make sure he has plenty of room, he's going to go ahead and set up his drive shaft.
Okay, so the transmissions, we need to pull this out and slide the...
Slide it all backwards.
Yeah, probably to this hole right here.
It's like they made it so that you already had a hole already.
Right, that's cool. Okay.
All right, with this cross member unhooked, or unbolted, I should say, we're just going to push the whole thing back. I'm getting rained on. We're going to push the engine transmission back, slide it back. That's going to give us all the space we need for our drive shaft to fit. And then, of course, by sliding it back to the next hole, we know that's right because GM built it that way. The LS is the only part they didn't build it for, but it's a small block Chevy just like any other small block Chevy.
I'll have to tap that.
Oh. All that dirt's moving. There you go. Once we get this out of the way, that'll slide over. That'll give us our bolt holes lined up. We'll go over and align that side over there. And then we should be able to drop our engine down into the mounts and be done. And just like that, mounts are in. Get everything tightened down. Sounds like the dinner bell. I think we're gonna figure out what we need to hook in next. We got the intake to do. We've got to put the headers on. You know, all the other stuff and all the things that need to happen before you can make it go vroom vroom. So what are you doing now, Ray?
Trying to get the oil pressure switch in here so we can not spew oil everywhere and, you know, see if we have oil pressure, because that's important.
Wait, are you gonna add a gauge in here?
It already has it. It's factory. All the factory gauges will work.
So you've figured out how to make the LS work with the factory OBS gauges?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Everything.
See, this is why you watch this channel, guys. You'll learn all kinds of stuff. So he's saying this fitting you put in there is different, but then you put the sending unit on it and it'll then feed right back into your gauge.
So the sending unit out of the 5.7 that was in it has different threads than the LS is. So there's an adapter and then you got a 90. It doesn't look pretty, but you'll never see it anyway, so.
But it works.
It works.
And that's really what matters.
And having oil pressure gauge functioning is very important.
I learned that yesterday.
Especially on an LS.
Instant oil gauge.
Something like that.
You have to get intimate with your engine.
Ooh.
Almost lose parts.
I'm too old to use those anyway.
Factory wiring can look daunting, and then when you add LS it looks even more daunting, but the truth is most of that he's not even going to use.
No. Normally I would just take it out, but
we're in a hurry.
Yeah, I'm in a hurry. And I know, before you say it, Ray, you've been working on this truck for like a month. You've had plenty of time. Well, yeah.
Well, like I have any room to talk, I've been working on Fred over 3 months, and he still only drives in and out of the garage. It's as far as I've gotten him because you'll have to watch that on my channel.
Because reasons. Hell yeah.
There's tons of room in there.
Yeah.
Now we just got to see if the other side's going to work.
Well, yeah.
It looks good.
It's going to be close.
Well, close is good enough.
If I have to ding that down there, because you can see where it's hitting on that thing. If I have to ding that,
oh, that's nothing.
But these are 64 to 72 A body headers that I got from I don't remember where I got them from.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but let me guess, they were on an A body.
Well, they were supposed to be on the Le Mans.
That's all right. Now they're in an OBS.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to feed it from the bottom.
Possibly. Yeah.
Wait. It's gonna go. It's gonna go.
Maybe. If I... Yeah, I'll probably have to feed it from the bottom.
So close. Can you give it a twist?
I don't know. We're up against the...
Sitting on a coil pack up here.
Yeah, if I have to, I'll take those off.
If we can get off that coil pack, I bet you could twist it. Wait, how are we doing there?
Honestly, I think if I just unbolt that motor mount,
Lift
that side up.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Well, see, that just works.
Well,
is it gonna go?
I don't know.
It's just the starter. Oh, I got it for you. I did all of the work myself. I don't know what you did, but
look at you go, Buff.
I'm pretty awesome. Modifying, customizing. You know, hot rod things. He just made a little trim right there, and now we should be able to drop right in there.
It can't hit if it ain't there.
This is true.
It just can't.
Let's see if it fits. Done.
Win. That's a win.
You got headers. Those look real good. That is perfect fit.
What you got going on there now, Buff?
Oh, you know, just putting A-body headers in an OBS.
Do they fit?
They fit really well. If you're looking for headers for your LS swapped OBS, apparently A-body headers will pretty much fit. He's adjusting a little bit on that end to make sure he's got clearance, but long tube headers, man, in an OBS, that's going to work. Well, I did something. I got the U-bolts hooked back up. So, drive shaft's in.
We are now to the point of all the piddly stuff. Again?
Well, for my benefit, Ray's going to hook up the fuel cell and see if we can't get this thing to run before I have to go home. Well, technically he has to go to work and I have to go home. If you had plenty of day to... It's time. We got a lot done. Okay, let's test it. Do you need this?
Yep.
Put some fuel to it.
I think we're out of fuel.
Sorry, I'm moving. Hey, there's an engine in there.
There is.
All right, so if you were snoozing in the back, we're going to try to make it run one more time before I have to go home. I am ready. That's cool. I like it. I like it.
Yeah. We got shifter in. Clutch pedals in. I need to put the 2 bolts on the slave. Got to fix this, which is fine because I got to get rid of this steering wheel anyway. The horn seems to be just stuck on. And I absolutely hate Grant GT steering wheels with a passion. So, yeah, it's going for sure. And then put the seat back in it, throw the door panel on it, and the interior's pretty much back together. So, I mean, we're doing good. I do need to go get some seat belts. I don't have any seat belts in this truck. It's got to have seat belts, so we'll get that done. But, man, this project is ahead of some of my other ones because the brakes all work, everything. I mean, Buff coming down yesterday really helped me out. I really appreciate Buff coming down and helping me out. I know I've helped him on Fred and stuff like that. That's what we do. So I'm just real thankful to have friends like that. So yeah. All right, we got the power steering on. I'm trying to decide whether I trust these lines that came on this OBS truck. It goes to the transmission cooler up front. They look like they're probably all right, but you know how that goes. But I wanted to get this on. I have to find a good alternator. I don't know if I have one. So that's next. I'll have to look. Anyway, we are getting somewhere, I think. All right, found an alternator. Don't know if it's any good, but we're gonna throw it on here and see. If it's not, then we'll use it for core and get another one. Alright, alternator's on. Go ahead and reattach the wire. Now I'm reusing the factory OBS alternator wire. There's no reason to run a new wire on this. You don't have to. I see a lot of guys make this swap way overly complicated on these OBS tricks. Well, I forgot to hit record on the camera. So here's what I've done so far. Got the radiator put in. I had this bracket that I made for one of my other trucks. It wasn't 100% right because I got the holes off, but I'll use it on this one. I had an AC bracket laying around. This thing still has Freon in it, so I'm hoping the AC will work. Have to hook up my steam port line there. Got that little nipple in there, and a few other things. Oh, washer fluid bottle. I know, not important, but I'm right here, so I'm just doing stuff as I see it. But we're getting somewhere. Well, I'm going to change the plug wires. You can see they're pretty close to the header, especially this one is. I got these with ceramic boots. I got them off Amazon. They was on sale for 20 bucks, so I'm sure they're high quality and all, but you know, only the best for my truck. So unfortunately, right now, looks like I'm going to have to pull the clutch or transmission back out of it because I don't have any clutch. Something's bound up or something, I don't know. What happens when you mixing and mismatching a bunch of parts is it's got transmissions in 88. I'm using the flywheel and stuff from a 99 to 04 or 05. They had a different NV3500 with a internal slave cylinder, but it should work. I don't understand what's going on, but we'll figure it out. But I'm just trying to finish up all the little stuff, because the little stuff bogs you down. Pulling transmission out and fixing the clutch, I can do that in a day. But you know, I just keep busting out this little stuff that's gonna take a bunch of time. Try not to wait till the last minute for that, but nothing like waiting until the last minute to build a complete vehicle, you know, to go to duct tape drag. So, you know, it's my own fault. If I'd have done this sooner, we'd have been better off. But I didn't. I procrastinated, so here I am. Yeah. So the stress and struggle is mine. I'm sorry if I'm whining about it. One thing I am a little bit worried about is this belt. I'm afraid it's going to rub on, or the hose rub on the belt. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that to keep it from rubbing. I'm not 100% sure yet. We will figure something out. But under here, the only thing I really need is the bracket that holds the throttle cable, and then we should be good to go. Alright, got our throttle cable bracket here from Amazon. It just goes right here where these two engine cover bolts was. So go ahead and get these off of here, and well, maybe. There's that one anyway. Put that in place. Bam! Now we have a throttle. Well, while I was waiting on pressure plate to show up, I went ahead and did the wiring for the headlights. I also pulled that Grant steering wheel out of here, put in the factory Chevy one, way more comfortable, and no more moving. So, all right, I got a bunch of different exhaust pieces here. I'm trying to build the exhaust for this truck. I'm using some stainless, some mild, so I'm gonna MIG weld it. Nobody freak out, you can MIG weld stainless, it's not a big deal. But I'm trying to get it to where it comes off the headers, goes in the X pipe, and then out into the boom tubes. So I have cut a bunch of pieces out, and my goal now is to get it to where it will fit onto the header. So that's what I'm trying to do here, but I don't quite know if it's going to fit yet. We'll see. It might have some weird angles to it, but is what it is. We'll figure it out. This truck is essentially built with a bunch of leftover parts. That's exactly what it is. A bunch of leftover parts. This is more, it has to get done now. All I'm doing here is I'm going to use this hammer to beat that in a little bit, fill in that gap some. All right, there we are. It's not beautiful, not at all, but it's exhaust. It should work, function. It'll sound good. I mean, it's a hack job, just like the rest of the truck. So let's put it on. All right, here's the cool part of it. I cut these out a long time ago. I had planned on fully tagging everything, but time is not going to allow me to do that, so I will be MIG welding it. I know it's unfortunate because it's all stainless, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. This is the icing on the cake for the truck. It should sound pretty wicked. Probably going to be very loud. I'm going to get this marked out and get these tacked in. All tacked in place. Now, we set this up here. This is the part that kills me because, like I said, I really wanted to TIG all this. Make it just look beautiful, but I just don't have the time, so. It runs all right. I didn't really want to put a fuel cell in it, but I had to. It does not have the boom tubes on it because I had a piss poor design for it. So, yeah, it does have 3-inch exhaust with an X pipe though. It's not beautiful under the hood either. I didn't even try. Battle of the beaters, baby. See you guys in Tucson. All right, so the day before I leave for duct tape drags, the transmission is back out of the truck. I found my issue. the clutch fork is bent. So, yeah, we're gonna get that slammed back in and hopefully everything's good now.
Well, it was this time that Ray lost a good portion of his camera footage, which included finishing the truck and heading over to the start of Povertytour. But let's fast forward to driving through rural Oklahoma on Route 66 when all of a sudden, this happened.
Ray, from wrenching with Ray, his low front end hit a bump and took out his oil pan. So this awesome place, looks like Warner's Small Engine Clinic, let us use their bay, and Ray's in there swapping out the oil pan, trying to fix it. I don't know exactly what he's doing, so let's go check it out.
We're in here with Ray. Ray, yeah, he tested the Chevy. How's the ground clearance, Ray?
Good.
Not about ½ inch too little. But the good thing for Ray, there were some Fords on the tour, so he was able to get towed here. So yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay, so the carnage is being revealed. All right, so
Somebody had to do it, Dalton.
flip it over.
That is
You can't park here.
Even if I'm not...
All right. Almost there.
Okay.
All right, that's everyone I can get to, except for...
Tell me when you're running that oil filter.
Set it behind the front wheel on the driver's side. Buff, is that you?
That's me.
You say, brother.
Hello, Boof. Boof? Ain't that what that lady put on your... Yep. Boof.
All right, oil filter's on.
I need...
Oh, I'm glad I checked that. Plug is not tight. What's that, a 15?
You just dropped it. Probably a 15, yeah.
Let me get a 15 on a 3/8 drive, just a regular wrench.
Work it out.
Let's see.
I need the, I'm gonna be ready for the motor mount bolt whenever Ray's ready.
Jody,
You did it. We did it.
Hey, Zane. Yep. We're still not there yet. Shit.
Wait till you see Highway 77, let me tell you.
Yo, Monaco on D-cell sounds like a damn shotgun going off.
One of these semis smoked his fucking brakes. Hey Ray, your truck looks real cute behind that one, just saying.
Ray, you better just keep going. I don't think she's gonna let you in.
Has she seen my truck? I will trade paint.
Somebody's not gonna let you in.
we have made it to Grants, New Mexico in the Black Widow. Truck's running good. Still does have an oil leak since I cracked the new pan after I destroyed the other one. Put a little JB weld on it. It's down to a drip about every 5 seconds. I only used a quart to go like 300 miles or something like that, so it's not that bad, but we're gonna get that more JB welded tonight and hopefully fix it. But truck's doing good, we're doing good. All right, hotel parking lot. I JB welded the oil pan. I did make a mess here and here. Let's pretend we didn't do that. We're gonna let it dry a little bit longer, and we're gonna put the oil in it and see if it leaks or not. Hopefully it doesn't, but it probably will. It will. I know it will. Duct Tape Drags. I'm at the Triple T truck stop. Breakfast with Steve from Build Season, Bullburn Garage, and whoever else shows up. Before we head out to the track for today's festivities.
This should go pretty quick. This is either an old body style or original body style. No one cares which. Let's have a look. It's got an LS swap in it. Truck intake manifold, I think. Anything like, fancy dancy?
No, cold air intake headers. Ooh,
yep.
What? Oh, no, just fuel.
What trans is in it? 3500, not 3550, 3500? Okay, it's a stock 5-speed transmission behind an LS swap that's super basic in an OPS that's pretty beat. In or out?
He's in, 100%.
Derek says in. All right, so this guy's in. Naturally aspirated. We're going to start to see some of these cars that we wave through that I never really got a chance to look at, see what the engine is. But you can presume that this square body is loaded, with some smaller big block Chevy, who knows. We did see the LS swap in the OBS on the far lane. Everyone's going for the brutal double bulb. Oh, man, it's like they both double stepped. They stood on it, moved, stopped, and then went again. Someone's grabbing gears. Or they missed with an automatic. 1667 for the win, 86 miles an hour, 18-0 on the losing lane.
Or they missed with an automatic.
Basically stock Orca-bodied Chevy. You know, it's got the glass in the top. It's got to be a Buick Roadmaster despite the Chevy grille, right? What does it say on the back? It says nothing on the back. Banging gears, sparking tires, OBS guy. Heard him grab that last one. Pickup truck, 1618, 88 miles an hour. And the wagon, 1643, 84. Back.
Heard him grab that last one. Pickup truck, 1618.
Man, the Barbecuda's just been plowing him down here. Barbecuda, small block Chevy powered. They said they did it because it was way cheaper. You know, I think this thing actually has a Mopar factory A-body 8 3/4 rear end in it. I'm surprised Steve gave that away, especially because I needed it. Oh, it's interesting. I'm looking at the cable pull that they have hanging out of the handle, or the hole in the door where the handle would be bolted, but it's now gone. They have like a cable pull to open the door. OBS is going to enjoy his last moments of the Duct Tape Drags as he watches the Barbecuda drive out of his life and go 1281 at 104.
This pile made it 2,400 miles, 5 states, made multiple passes down the track. We got knocked out third round by Barbecuda, which was way faster at a 12.8. But the 053 did really good, considering it sat in Buff's garage for years, and all I did was put 2 used pistons in it and a new cam and valve springs, new oil pump, and had driven it 2 blocks to the gas station before we jumped in this thing and drove it 1,250 some miles. Oh, you know, I'm proud of the truck. The NV3500 held up. Now, I didn't beat on it really bad. I just kind of granny shifted it, honestly. I felt like I needed to just make it survive. So that's what we did. We made it live. We didn't get too crazy with it. I think I can get this truck down in the 13s, which I'm probably going to try with some suspension work and a posi unit. Maybe change gears, I don't know. But I'm not going to change anything about the engine. Just same setup. I just want to see how far I can push this setup. Anyway, thanks for rolling with us. On to the next build.